Every 4 years, the world watches. Every corner kick, every save, every pass. The world watches its most beautiful game played at its highest level. And for a moment, the world stops turning for soccer. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026, helping to bring the game's biggest tournament to Atlanta. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
It doesn't matter what plays you call if you don't have the personnel to run them. Lowe's Red Vest Associates can help you execute whatever home improvement project you've drawn up. On top of that, with the Lowe's app on in-store mode, it's easy to call your own number and find anything yourself. Or, if you're really under pressure, order online before 2 p.m. to get it same day at home. Lowe's knows home improvement. Lowe's is an official partner of the NFL. Same day valid on eligible in-stock items in select zip codes only, subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. Exclusions and more terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
You've obviously been in this league a long time, the idea of this, the roller coasters back and forth, up and down. How do you guys handle, 2 weeks ago you were on top of the world flying back from Seattle, and now 2 weeks later it's what's wrong, what happened, everything is falling apart. You've gotten used to this, unfortunately, of the ebbs and flows, but from your perspective, what have you seen, and how do you keep this and get this back rolling the right way?
I'm just taking it day by day. I think the most important thing is getting back to work this week at practice and executing in practice and building good habits, and then allowing those habits to roll over into Sunday. You can't live in the past. What's happened has happened. We can't do anything about it, but what we can do is attack this week with a great mindset and go out there Sunday and play to the best of our ability.
Greg Johnson.
Hey, Darius. One thing Coach Daboll said after the Eagles game the other day was that he thinks one of the reasons that Daniel Jones can create more explosive plays is that, he has some guys around him that can create explosive plays. So I'm wondering, just what do you guys as a receiving room think right now that you need to do better?
Make them when we get the chance. You don't control when your shots come, but, you control how they go when you get them. And I think that, just from a receiver standpoint, all you can do is catch the ball when it comes your way and then try to do something with it when you get it in your hands. And like you said, we have a lot of capable guys on this team, and, we just have to do a better job of doing that going forward.
Yeah, what goes into, yards after the catch and trying to do more in space when these guys get the ball? Like, what do you guys do in practice, I guess, to work on that?
Yeah, some of it is scheme. Certain routes are easier to catch and run with the ball than others, but mostly it just starts as a receiver just attacking the ball and having a mindset that you're going to, not just go down or not just catch and fall or, not just catch and look to be conservative. And, having that attacking mindset as a wideout kind of helps you build that habit. And then, once you have that habit, it just starts to show up more and more.
Thank you.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Darius. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Do you have any theory or explanation as to why your team is so much better on the road than at home, especially the offense?
Other than coincidence, I couldn't necessarily point to anything specific. It's just so happened this year that we've played, better on the road than we have at home. Obviously, we want to play better at home. That's the fun part, is be able to play in front of your own fans and score and, be able to celebrate with, your 70,000 plus strong. But, obviously, this week we're on the road again. So hopefully we do continue to play at a high level on the road. That'll bode well for us. But whenever it does come time for us to play at home again, obviously we plan and hope to put a better performance out there.
You've been on the road for, many games you've been on at home, and what the road entails, the hostile crowd, whatever, towels, you can't hear on offense, all that stuff. Do you feel differently? You know what I mean? And at home, does some of that, maybe the fans, not a good start, the fans getting on their own team, does that pressure you? When you take the field at home on the road, is there a difference that maybe weighs on you?
Me specifically?
Yeah, you can speak for yourself more than the team, I would.
Yeah. not really. I mean, I guess when you're on the road, like the mindset is definitely different because it literally is just us. It's us and, whatever, fans have traveled to the game. So obviously, we're significantly outnumbered. So it's more of a back against the wall feeling when you're on the road. So kind of brings you together as a team, in that mindset and just kind of building around that. And then obviously, when you have a home game, it's kind of like, all right, we're at home. It's our people, our fans. We know they're going to be on our side. So it's definitely two different mindsets. But at the end of the day, none of that has anything to do with running, blocking, catching, and tackling. And at the end of the day, we have to do those things better if we want to win. So that's kind of why I say it's coincidence because it doesn't cheering or booing doesn't help you catch or throw any better. So. That's what we got to do to win, and yeah.
Thanks, Darius. Appreciate it.
We'll take two more. Mark Cannizzaro.
Hey, Darius. Appreciate you doing this. I'm just coming off of Paul's question there a moment ago about being on the road. Specifically, I don't believe you played in Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken, but it's historically a very difficult place for road teams to play in. I'm curious what your impression is from what you know of it, and you can talk about their defense, how difficult they are to deal with.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's a intense football environment. Obviously very hostile. They're very passionate fans over there in Pittsburgh. That's what I've heard from all accounts, and obviously on film, their defense is very talented. They have a really good front. They got talent and youth in the back end. They got backers that fit aggressive, and I think probably for the past. Before even some of y'all was born, the Steelers have lived up to a standard on defense, and they've maintained that for a really long time, and they still hold that true. And it's obviously going to take a physical 4-quarter game for us to be able to beat them.
Thank you.
Last one, Tom Canneman.
Hey, Darius, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. If you were to look at the Pittsburgh offense, which you just did, I mean, number-wise, they're very good against the run. They're, I think, second in scoring defense. I mean, is it that simple that, they're 22nd on pass defense? Is it that simple? That's where you attack?
Not necessarily. You have to run the ball in order to you can't just go out there and throw the ball every play. So, regardless of how good or bad a team is against the pass or run, you have to do both. You have to be balanced. So, like I said, they're a physical unit. They're a good unit, but obviously we got to attack them in the ground and attack them in the air. And those things, hitting people on the ground helps with the pass game, helps with pass protection, helps get linebackers, further up, which allows for bigger passing lanes. So, obviously we're gonna have to do a variety of things to keep them off balance.
You go into your shower feeling. But as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day. And smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.